Good morning, class. So please stand up and we will pray first. Okay, Miss Espanto, kindly lead the opening prayer in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. So good morning, everyone. So how is your day? I hope that all of you are okay. So I will check your attendance. So anybody in the class who is absent, Miss Secretary. Okay, very good. So I'm glad that all of you are present. So before we proceed to our new discussion today, we will have a recap. So, anybody in the class who can give a recapitulation of what we have tackled yesterday? Okay, Miss Pakibot? Okay, very good. So, our topic yesterday is all about types of sewing machine, its importance, and uses. So, now we will proceed to our new discussion. But before that, we will have an activity. So class, we will have a game. Are you excited? Okay, so we will have an activity called Guess a Picture. Or it is a game. So, I will divide the class into two groups. So, count yourself. One, two, one, two. Okay, so each group must have a representative. So I will show a picture. Then after that, if you know the name of the picture you've shown, you will go to the blackboard and write the name. Okay, is that clear? See, yes, yes, yes. Okay, very good. So congratulations everyone. So group 2 got the highest score. But anyway, still congratulations to group 1. So please give yourself a round of applause. So, based on your activity, so do you have an idea what is our topic for today? Okay, Miss Hinargay. Okay, very good. So, our topic today is all about sewing tools and equipment. And here's the objective. So, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to identify sewing tools and equipment, enumerate the different sewing tools and equipment, and value the importance of different types of sewing tools and equipment. So, sewing tools and equipment are used in garment construction. So success in sewing calls for the right tools at the right time. So all tools must be appropriate in a proper order and one must know how to use them to save and produce the best result. So class, why sewing tools and equipment is very important? It is because through sewing tools and equipment, we can create a garment or we can create a clothes like what we have worn today. So the first tools we have is a tape measure. So what did you observe about tape measure? Okay, exactly. So there's a number. So why it included in sewing tools and equipment? Okay, very good. So a tape measure is a flexible measuring device used in taking body measurements. And the front has the measurement of 150 centimeters. So this is the front of the tape measure which have a 150 centimeters. So and the other side of the tape measure is the 60 centimeter. Then I have a question. So what will happen if a dressmaker or a tailor didn't use a tape measure? Okay. Any other hand? Okay, Miss Pakibot. Okay, very good. So if a certain dressmaker or tailor didn't use a tape measure, the garment or the clothes will not fit to the wearer or not fit to his customer. Okay, so mind class, the tape measure is very important tool to have an accurate and fitting garment. So we have the second tool is a roller. So are you familiar with a roller class? Okay, so I know that all of you are experiencing using a roller. Am I right? Okay, so where did you use roller? Miss Anyasco? Okay, so another hand. What else? Miss Avelino. Okay, very good. So a roller is a measuring 12 inches or even 18 inches, either clear or solid. So it is a useful tool to have for measuring and drawing straight seam lines and cutting lines. So this is the seam line. So this is the seam lines and through, through rollers we can use it. So like for example in pattern drafting. So we should use a roller to connect the lines between the seam lines and the other the hemline. So roller holds a connecting lines. Okay? So mind that class. Then we have the L square. So what did you observe about the L square? Okay, very good. So it's a letter L. So the use of L square is used to transfer measurements to the draft pattern. It also divides the garment into the desired measurement. It has perfect squares and is useful in making straight lines and numbers. Also, L square is very important in constructing a pattern. So, in constructing a pattern drafting, the first thing we should do is to create a perpendicular line. So, what tool we will use that? Okay, so the L square. So, we will use the L square to create a perpendicular line. So, what you have observed, the L square is two arms. So, this is the longer arm and the shorter arm. So, the longer arm has at 24 inches long, and also the shorter arm has a 14 inches long. So next tool we have is the French curve. So class, please observe to your clues. Where did you find a curve in your clues? Okay, Miss Kinarge? Okay, very good. So we can find a curve in our neckline and also to our armhole. So we can create a perfect neckline or perfect curve through using the French curve. So a French curve is used to shape the depth of our neck hole and also to our armhole. Next tool we have a hip curve. So a hip curve, it is an essential tool for making patterns and fitting adjustments at the hip line. So hip curve is very important also class. Why? It is because through hip curve we can have a perfect shape or perfect measurements to our hip line. So this tool will be used to have a perfect measurements to our hip line. Next we have cutting tools. The first cutting tools is a bent handle dressmaker scissors. So, are you familiar with this class? Okay, so it's a scissor, but it's different to the other scissors. So, bent handle dressmaker shears is these are made of quality steel and hold a sharp cutting edge. So, the blades move easily and cut smoothly along the interlength, and the points should come together. So, shears have the length of 7 inches and are satisfactory for most apparel fabrics. So, this tool is good to good to use in cutting the fabric. So we don't use like any other scissors in our what we have seen. So we will use this fabric to cut it easily. Then we have a trimming scissors. So this is the picture of a trimming scissors. So a trimming scissors is a 3/4 inches long. It is used for trimming, clipping trees, and snipping slashes. So next we have a buttonhole scissor. So from the word buttonhole, so it is intended for making buttonhole. So that's the purpose of a buttonhole scissor. So intended for making buttonhole. So buttonholes, this is the example of a buttonhole. So we can create these buttonholes using this tool, the buttonhole scissor. Is that clear, class? Okay. Then we have a thread clipper. So thread clippers are handy little spring-loaded cutting tool that allows for the snipping of threads. These clippers are specifically used to snip threads and they are not designed to cut fabric. So this tool is not designed to cut a fabric. So have you observed in your clothes that there are some thread that is not important? So this kind of tool will the one who will cut this, not the scissor. Okay, is that clear? Next is the seam rippers. So seam rippers are specifically designed for ripping out stitches from seams either as a result of an error during alteration. So this is a seam ripper. So class, what will happen to your fabric if you didn't use the seam ripper carefully? Okay, so our fabric should damage. So we should carefully use the seam ripper. Next, we have the Pin cushion and the pins. So pin cushion and pins is a partner. So a pin cushion holds the sweet pens and needles while working to prevent accidents. So I will give you a situation class. So what will happen if a certain dressmaker or a tailor didn't use a pin cushion? Or it just put anywhere on the pins after using? What will happen? Okay, Miss Revilla? Okay, very good. So it can cause an accident. Next tool we have a fabric. So the fabric is the cloth used in making garments. So the plain cotton fabrics couch is the most appropriate material for beginning because these are very easy to handle. So this is the fabric, and also this is an example of a fabric, but it already done sewing. Then we have a thread. So this is a thread. So are you familiar with thread, class? Okay, so a thread is used in assembling or constructing the parts of the garment. So threads vary in sizes. So class, we should bear in mind that we cannot deny the fact that we will sew or we will sew a dress. So we should bear in mind that the color of our threads and the color of the fabric must be the same. Okay? Then last tool we have a sewing machine. So this is a sewing machine. So are you familiar with sewing machine? Okay, so a sewing machine is a machine used to sew fabric and materials together with thread. So that's all for my discussion. So any questions, clarifications regarding my topics? None? Are you sure? Say yes if you understand. Okay, very good. So who can enumerate those different sewing tools and equipment? Okay, tape measure, roller. Okay, very good. So another hand, Miss Narge. So give the importance of sewing tools and equipment. Okay, very good. So I prepare there an activity. So please prepare one half sheet of paper and answer the following questions that identify what sewing tools and equipment being described. So follow the instructions, write the answers only. Okay? Okay, so time's up. So please exchange your paper. So okay, very good. So I'm happy that all of you got the perfect score. So it means that you listen to me. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and God bless everyone.